Hello, welcome to another installment in our Music Basics series. We're going to be learning about some musical modes today. My name is Nolan.
My name is Jeremy.
My name is James.
Alright, sweet. So, modes were created by the ancient Greeks as an easy way to organize different scales. Each mode is based off a unique scale degree and also has a different number of sharps and flats than the other modes. Each one has a name that corresponds to a certain region in Greece, and this was done as like a possible way for people in that region to express themselves. So it's interesting to see that although all of these different modes are based off the same scale, they all have very unique sounds from each other.
We begin here with the Ionian mode, which begins on the first scale degree in the scale, or the tonic. This mode is the major scale for the key. The steps between the notes are whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. The major scale is the most used scale and is usually the first scale taught to students. Most people know that it is the major scale, but many are unaware that it is actually a mode of the scale.
The next mode we'll be talking about is the Dorian mode. The Dorian mode begins on the second scale degree of the scale, or the supertonic. This mode is exactly like the natural minor scale, except the sixth is unaltered from the major scale. Popular in jazz, the Dorian mode keeps a minor feel to the music, but has a different flavor with the unaltered sixth. For example, in Miles Davis's So What?
Next up, we have the Phrygian mode. This begins on the third scale degree in the scale, which is also known as the mediant. This is exactly the same as a minor scale, except the second note is lowered a half step. This gives the scale like the same feel and context as a minor scale, but it adds a little bit of embellishment, producing what we know as an altered scale.
The Lydian mode starts on the fourth scale degree, known as the subdominant. It is basically a major scale with a raised fourth. The mode has mostly the same tonality of the Ionian mode, but the raised fourth alters the sound of it, giving it usage in chords with shaped 11ths or even just major 7th chords to add some flavor.
The next mode is the Mixolydian mode. The Mixolydian mode starts on the fifth scale degree, known as the dominant. Probably the third most well-known mode after the Ionian and Aeolian, the Mixolydian has a lot of usage in jazz. The flat seventh allows the easy usage of the scale over dominant chords, giving it a place in blues, 2/5-1s, and more.
Now we have the Aeolian mode. This starts on the sixth scale degree, which is also known as the submediant. It is the second most well-known mode as the natural minor, meaning that other forms of minor scales, such as the harmonic minor and other altered scales, are based off this particular mode. The natural minor scale, which has been taken from the original scale, has a flat third, a flat sixth, and a flat seventh. That means that this scale can be either played as the Aeolian mode of a scale or a minor third down from its original scale.
The final mode is the Locrian mode. It begins on the 7th scale degree. It is the same as a minor scale with the addition of a lowered 2nd and 5th. This mode rarely sees usage due to the many alterations, but it does have some place in half diminished and fully diminished 7th chords.
Okay, that's all for our video. Be sure to check out our other videos for more music basics.